Okay, today, as you can probably tell, I'm in my car and I'm doing my video from my car. I am stuck at a red light right now, but as I drive, I'm going to keep my eyes on the road, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera because I do want to practice safe driving. But what I wanted to talk about today really doesn't have as much about marketing or anything like that, but it has to do with leaders and pastors. And I wanted to challenge any pastor or leader out there. If you have gifts or talents, if you've done things successfully, and there are people that you can invest in, people that want to learn from you, even outside of your leadership team, outside of your sphere of influence, just people in general that might approach you, that might shoot you an email, wanting to know, wanting to pick your brain about why your small groups are so successful, or how you launched a certain ministry. I want to challenge you to not be territorial, not be overprotective, and to invest in people. Um, there's a couple of people outside of my own pastor, Ray Martinez, who has invested greatly in me. But just in the last year, people that I've been able to spend time with, Pastor Sergio de la Mora from Cornerstone Church San Diego, Outreach Magazines. They were the number 3 fastest growing church. Now this year, the number 7 fastest growing church. Pastor Sergio had never met me. I had met some of his staff a couple of weeks prior, last December, and my wife and I went to California, and Pastor Sergio spent 2 hours with my wife and I, just sharing with us about his ministry, his vision, his passion, how they've done things. Invited us to their leadership meeting and allowed my wife and I to sit in on that. And just his entire staff was very generous and very hospitable. I have no association to Pastor Sergio and his church. I live in Fort Worth, Texas, and I lead and serve at Waves of Faith in South Fort Worth. But Pastor Sergio, and I promise you, he's a very busy man, but he made the time for me, 2 hours. And what I learned that one weekend at Cornerstone, I was able to come back and with my lead pastor's blessing, implement a lot of what I've learned that's had a tremendous impact. Somebody else, a few weeks ago, I met John Atkinson, who is the multi-site pastor at Bay Area Fellowship down in Corpus Christi, Bill Cornelius' church. Met John just through email. He told me to call him. Called John one day when he was driving. We talked for a solid hour about ministry. And not only did he email me everything that he created as the small groups pastor at Bay Area Fellowship, all their leadership training, everything, he emailed me all of that and told me that I can tweak it, edit it, make it our own. He also extended an invitation for me anytime I wanted to go to Bay Area Fellowship, that I can stay at his house, that he'll take me behind the scenes, show me what goes on at Bay Area Fellowship, just so I can learn. And that's just 2 short examples of people that I promise you have a lot more going on than most of us, yet make the time for even guys like me. And I would just challenge you, don't be overprotective, don't be territorial. It's not your church, it's God's church. They're not your people, they're God's people. And it's not your information, it's God's information. Bottom line, we should all be on the same page, and everything that we do should be about the kingdom of God and advancing the kingdom, not growing and advancing our own church. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow.